Welcome to another episode, guys, of Nourish the Mind, where this program speaks about the mind, the body, and the spirit, that all three work together to bring us into alignment. So, for this episode, we're going to talk about in the stillness of the moment, that's when the soul speaks. Okay, so what does that mean to you? In the stillness of the moment, that's when the soul speaks. Me, on the other hand, I have so many experiences. And what I realize, when the soul speaks, it's in the stillness of the moment, that little quiet place that you find when you tune out all the outside noises, you turn your cell phone off, you ignore the voices that's there that tell you to get up, do this, do that, and you just lay there in that moment and ask some real hard questions. And surprisingly, you find yourself start to get the answers. The answer starts to emerge. It's like this person inside with a small voice starts to speak, start to direct you, start to guide you. You know, when I just started out this channel, I used to think that personal development was a destination. And I've learned a lot of insights on this journey and some amazing lessons. It's not about the destination, because we're all heading somewhere. It's about the journey and the process and what this journey has to teach you. So it's all about the growth, evolution, developing oneself, setting goals, having a clear picture of the vision that you have in mind. See it clearly. You know, be there in the mind, just being there in the mind, present in mind, body, and spirit. Just start to feel it like it's already happening. You know, it's almost like you have this amazing vacation plan and you're getting ready for this vacation. And to get ready for this vacation, there's gonna be like a lot of things that you need to get prepared, put together, make the reservations. And sometimes it can be very tedious. Sometimes the process can be very tedious. And sometimes when you start out, you can go through many obstacles, challenges, delay in flight, overcharges, chaos at certain port. Sometimes we even get lost on the journey. Sometimes we get detour on the journey, you know, but at the same time, we still have this clear picture of where we need to be. And sometimes during that journey, it can be overwhelming, it can be challenging, and we can lose focus. But it's always important to have the destination in mind, because when you have the destination in mind, you know exactly where you're going and where you need to be. And I use myself as experiment sometimes. I'm still a work in process. I'm still learning. I'm still evolving. I'm still growing, you know. And I've found that one of the things too that helps us to grow is complete honesty in oneself. You know, where am I now? Where do I want to be? You know, have I made any progress lately? You know, and sometimes we make progress, but sometimes we don't see. It's just the natural part. We can't wait to get to the good part. It's human nature. We cannot wait to get to the good stuff, the good part. But you know, there is so much lessons in the process that humbles us. You know, it shows us that everything is a process, everything is a journey. And sometimes when we're going on that journey, we don't even see that we are moving. We feel like we're at the same stage, the same place where we started out. But if we can look back at where we're coming from, then we can see that we're actually moving, we're actually growing, we're actually evolving, we're actually doing new things. And just, you know, express gratitude, express a level of gratitude, knowing that it's still a process. And some might come into personal development, awareness, all of the good stuff from very early. And for others, it's a long period for us to get there. You know, we have more work to do, more to be done. We have more unlearning to do, more learning to do, more shedding layers of ourselves that doesn't serve us. And sometimes shedding layer of ourselves, we actually hurt ourselves in the process because it's hard. It's like you've hold on to things so much that it has naturally become a part of you. You're so attached. And anything that is so attached is always harder to peer away. And sometimes when you're peering stuff away, you know, some scars might come, some injuries might come, and that hurts, but it's you peeling layers and shedding stuff that no longer serve you. So it's all about the journey, not so much of the destination, but it's good to have the destination in mind so we can have a clear vision of where we're going. And sometimes it's in the stillness of the moment that's when growth comes. And if any of us plant tree or watch a tree grow, if you stand there and look at the tree for days, for weeks, sometimes for months, you can't see any growth. You don't see anything, you know. But the moment you step away and leave the process to unfold, the natural order of things to unfold, and then sometimes when you go back, you can like, oh my gosh, look at this little plant. Now it's turning into this big tree. It's growing, and it all depends too on the person. It depends on the tree. Some will go faster than others, and some it just takes longer to get there. Some of us are gonna done or do the work faster, get to certain level that we need to be at, and for some of us it's gonna take us a while to get there. It's gonna take a lot more work, a lot more unlearning and relearning, as I mentioned before, but just with the understanding that it's all about growth. It's not so much about the destination, it's all about the process. And in the stillness of the moment, that's when we start to learn new things about ourselves. And in the stillness of the moment, that's when we start to get answers that we are searching for, when we just take that quiet little space, that quiet little time, and go in to those nagging feelings, go into those insecurities, go in to ask, what is this trying to tell me? All right. So that's how we evolve. That's how we grow. And it's a process. Just enjoy the journey, guys. And if anybody know, the journey is filled with a lot of twists and turns and ups and downs, and sometimes headache, sometimes struggle, sometimes triumph. It's like the seasons, it's like the weather. Sometimes rain, sometimes sunny, sometimes windy, sometimes cloudy. But whatever stage that you are, it will also pass. And where you need to be, you will all get there one step at a time. So enjoy the process as we work on each other towards personal development. Until next time, guys, I say peace and love.